Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. We have a very special episode. It's called a drinking episode. I just found out that this media wall of mine that I've dreamed of for past few years, only half of it's mine. Wah, wah, wah. And can you tell, guys, which half of my media wall do you think is mine and which half do you think is hers, according to the new rule laid down today by my beautiful wife? If you got one, crack them open. We have Goodwill finds, a Lego haul, a special Lego haul, because this is the first time you're going to be doing Legos in your Lego room. Cheers.
I found 2 books last night. The Karate Kid and Sweet Valley High number 75. By the way, my name is Jessica.
And I'm Joshua. This little paperback book is about a $15 to $20 book we got for $1. As you can see on the back, it's got some black and white photos from the movie. Anytime you can find movie novelizations, guys, I've talked about it before. Clue is a $400 book. This is a $20 book. We're in the media section for the media part of the show. We're going to obviously keep the best for last. How was your day today? You seem very tight and wound up. What do you need? So guys, this is my media wall. I have a fun time looking through media, movies, music, and books for obvious reasons. And let me show you one of the things I picked up. Last night, we decided to go Goodwilling at 8 o'clock at night.
6:30.
Well, it was dark, so once it's dark, it's 8:30 in my head. Book of the Dead. 1986 first edition hardcover dust jacket. Anytime I find something from the 80s that's going to be horror related, I have a collection over here that I am collecting, and this book actually added to the collection. I'm tempted, I like radio shows. As long as they're mystery. So if this was more mystery, I put these on and listen to them. But it's like Dragnet. They're not the Texas Rangers, Cisco Kid Hop Along. If they were like The Shadow, if they were all The Shadow, I certainly would have gotten those. But they only want $2.29, and that's actually pretty good. I'm actually gonna check to see what this is worth. And now it's upgraded to the media wall, which threw this whole dynamic of being married into a little tizzy. Hence, I'm now drinking and she's being really quiet. But guys, don't let that bother you. This was an awesome find and I'm going to enjoy adding it to my collection. All right, so here's my little display setup. As you can see, I've expanded by just a smidge. Modern, great horror stories. 80s, Alfred Hitchcock, The Best of Mystery. And that is an 80s first edition. Now, I picked up 2 Rod Serling's Twilight Zone because they're from 2 different publishers. You can see Bonanza and Wings Books. Now, here's the book that you need to be looking out for. Weird Tales. This is a $50 to $60 book in this condition. Got it off a friend. And they're just short stories. Like all of these books are just short stories. And this is why the 80s were so great. Like these kids from the 50s grew up with this kind of science fiction and supernatural that it turned into an 80s goldmine of horror. And this is why I'm collecting these books. These books represent that 80s goldmine of horror that was due, Steven Spielberg loving his, pirate movies from the 50s and 60s. Different people growing up in that time era really honing in on that kind of genre and then producing some of the greatest movies you've seen in the 80s because of stories like you see here in The Twilight Zone. And of course, everyone had a love affair with Alfred Hitchcock in the 80s because he was still going pretty strong. And this is now my new horror book collection. In addition to the other kind of books I'm collecting, I keep 1 or 2 of these paperbacks for myself, and this one I kept for myself, H.P. Lovecraft, At the Mountains of Madness. Somebody's just...
That's for you?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not worth much, but sometimes you got to get to that $20 mark.
Could have told me that before I did inventory.
Oh. Whoops. This is a cool cover with a little eyeball on the back, and it's not worth much, but it's worth something to me. Something I keep for myself, just little doodads. But to get to that $20 mark, sometimes you'll add in stuff like that to get that 20% off. Now I'll tell you what I am going to sell. Le Sprig de Camp. He, from what I can recall, is associated with the 60s, 70s boom of science fiction, Conan the Barbarian, and other science fiction books of that time, when science fiction was really exploding. Not just space, but also fantasy science fiction. So this actually is more fantasy than it is science fiction. And what I saw was I was able to find, well, a set. Let's just do this. 1, 2, 3. So this is 1, 2, and 3. This is a set by this person. And you could qualify it with this right here. They had the continuation number 4, and I was able to find this not too far off. This was a $30 book that I saw in really tattered condition being sold on eBay. Now, unfortunately, this has got a little issue with separation, but still really good condition for your collector. Now, $10 into about $30 to $40. That's what I'm looking for these paperback books. Again, fantasy in the 60s and 70s was exploding. Unfortunately, men dominated. There's a lot of women involved with the fantasy of that time. Really good, but they didn't get the deserved attention that the men got. You're acting like you're in timeout.
I'm just being quiet listening.
Oh,
just called not being rude.
Wow. Okay. We should go like full reality TV show, and I think my life would improve. Come on into the center of the camp.
I'm good.
Now I'm going to obsess over the fact that you're off center. Smokey and the Bandit. I collect Smokey and the Bandit. I have it on DVD, VHS. I'm looking for it on Laserdisc. You know, I'm that type of collector. If I like a movie, I'm going to buy it. And I came across an HD DVD. Don't pick up HD DVDs. It was a format that Microsoft went against Blu-ray. Xbox 360 came with a little hard drive that you could play HD DVDs on. PlayStation 3 would just straight up play Blu-rays, and the battle was on for what format was going to dominate. And guys, here's the kicker. Blu-ray is called Blu-ray because it's a blue laser that reads the disc. DVDs have a red laser. And now you know something that you didn't know before. But Blu-ray won, and HD DVD, Microsoft tucked its tail between its legs, and it was probably about just a year of production of HD DVD players, HD DVDs. Really nice presentation. There's nothing wrong with this quality. It's just the format was won over by Sony. It's what people picked. It's what the market demanded. Do you have anything that you
could watch that on?
Although HD DVD titles aren't very profitable. Like, they're worth $5. There's probably some bangers out there, but I mean, there was Transformers, there was The Road Warrior. I was like, oh, these are awesome movies. If they were on DVD or Blu-ray, I would have picked them up, but HD DVD, no. I picked this one up because it's going in a display case. But an HD DVD player, if you find one, goes for about $100 to $150. So although the titles themselves are cheap, and they're not always available when you come across them, people are like, oh, it's a red case. They look it up, find out, oh, it's $5. So when I looked at all of these titles and in such nice condition, I was like, oh my goodness, did they donate the HD DVD player? Because the HD DVD players go for $100, $150 if they're in nice working condition. So of course the HD DVD player was not there, but the fact that there was a stack of HD DVD led me to believe that there might be a player. Because you didn't buy these without the player, and like I said, it's either Xbox 360 attachment or you actually bought it a standalone player.
So you can't play this on...
No.
Wow.
That is why these don't have value. They do not work in a Blu-ray. And here's the kicker. Microsoft has had to put in Blu-ray capabilities in all of their Xboxes since. And if you try to stick this into a PlayStation, it will throw up. Microsoft and Sony hate each other. It all started, well, it got intensified with the whole HD DVD and Blu-ray. And now Microsoft's buying up Bethesda, Sony's buying up Bungie, and they're just going after each other, all because of a format. All right, before we move on, last but not least, some Goodwill finds. I was looking in the physical media books, and that's always like my first starting point, is the book section of the DVDs, and I came across this bag. And there's 2 magazines in this bag. From the 1960s, November 17th, 1964, the JFK memorial issue after he was assassinated. And then the 1963, The President and His Son, an exclusive picture story while he's still alive.
It was half off. We got them for $1.64.
We got these for $1.64. Now, the memorial issue goes anywhere from $25 to $120 on eBay listing prices. This one goes for about $10 to $15. These are already going to my in-laws. I would have picked these up regardless, and I would have put $40 on these two. So $1 something into 40. I think your parents collect JFK stuff, right?
Well, they went to the museum this past summer. Well, it's funny because you keep pushing me out, and that's why I was laughing, because he's showing over here. He has all this space to show it on this side of himself, so he keeps doing this, and I keep moving out of the frame. So he thought he saw them, and he thought my parents would enjoy them.
Yes. So Merry Christmas, because this is your Christmas present. All right, guys, let's move on to the kitchen and have my wife tell you what she's found. And it's pretty exciting. Now, for the kitchen portion, she found a whole new dinette set.
Sure, kitchen table, whatever.
Kitchen table, 4-piece, 4 chairs, and you can see the chrome with the black and white, and bam. When she showed me this on Facebook Marketplace, I said, yes. And how much did you pick this up for?
Paid $100 for it.
It was made in Taiwan.
It's not an original 1950s type. It's just the style.
It's made to look, and I think this is 90s or early 2000s because of the quality. But really cool pickup for $100 with the chrome, the white Formica. Is that correct?
Normally that's what they are, yes. But this I don't think so.
Really good, solid, just quality. Not bad for $100. And you can tell it's not, 50s because the metal isn't tarnished or anything.
Well, and also normally there is no, this is flush. This is flush with the chrome. So that's another reason why, and why I think the guy who flipped this furniture cut or found something to go on top of this.
He finished the edges and made it look really nice. So if there is something original underneath here, I don't mind the fact that on top is very finished edge. And as for home goods, you found yourself a little white and blue.
So this is a Federal milk glass mixing bowl, 2.5 quart. It is just like their blue, white, rose print.
Where does this brand fall under Pyrex?
Couldn't tell you.
What's number 2 under Pyrex?
Fire King, probably.
Fire King.
I mean, but people who love Fire King would probably say Fire King's better than Pyrex. So, don't know. It's just a preference, probably.
How much did you pay for that?
Plus whatever we got off. So, but
is this bowl worth anything, or is it just valuable to you because of the color coordination?
It's the colors, and then also it's roses, and my daughter's middle name.
Oh, nice.
Rose.
And how much would this piece be worth if you were selling it?
Varies. 15, 20, 30, whatever.
Depending on condition.
Yeah, I've got to clean it still.
All right, so thank you, Jessica, for showing off your kitchen. This was a really cool pickup.
Goodwilling. Only found one bag that had Harry Potter itty bitty.
See, I mean, it puts a smile on her face, so.
He's a little dirty, but it's okay because it's an itty bitty. And it's Harry Potter.
Yeah.
And it goes with my Luke Danes Gilmore Girls itty bitty. I got this last week, I think, off of Amazon. So he'll go with my Gilmore Girls itty bitty.
I'll start putting itty bitty in the word search. Maybe there'll be a couple other women out there who like itty bitties.
And then the rest of this will just go into flea market. Well, we found out today our flea markets have been canceled. So
yeah, new owners.
So anywho's, there's that. And then I went to Five Below like a week or so ago, and I found, according to the back of them, they're blacked out. So these are like little special ones.
Those are chases. They would call them chases.
Sure, that's what. Yes, they're 4 rare chase figures. So, and basically all they did is they just took the regular ones, like there's almond tea, and they just glitterized them and made them like clear. And then this one's the blueberry muffin version. These will be at the toy show this weekend.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
little Five Below arbitrage.
Then, month of October, we've got lots of Lego discount deals going on via Target, via Amazon, via Walmart, whether they're 20, 30, even 40% off. I originally saw them on Target, then I found them via Amazon for their much discounted price. So these were not Amazon Prime days, these were after the fact. I wanted this set ever since it came out, so I picked it up. And it's retiring. These are all sets that are retiring by the end of the year. Another reason why to pick them up. This one. And
Ollivander's and Madame Malkin's Ropes shop.
Yeah,
so
that's
these are kind of like.
This is part of the Diagon. These are part of like the Diagon Alley. You know, if you were.
Do you have anything built from them?
No.
Okay.
No.
Are you going to build these?
So at the last toy show, I picked up a set that would go with this.
So are you trying to build the whole Diagon Alley?
No, I'm probably going to buy the mini version and build that. Like I have the mini castle up there, but you can't see that. So, and then have like the 2 mini versions. I don't know. I mean, I would be tempted, but we'll see. But now this one. The Onyx Cinder.
Yes.
Specifically want this for these minifigures right here.
Just the minifigs.
I mean, I'm not crazy about the ship.
The ship build is a little horrendous.
You know, but we loved the show Skeleton Crew.
Agreed.
And so I had to have the minifigs, and knowing that this is the only set you're ever going to get them in, which would just mean over time, the value of the figs is going to go up.
It was only a 1-season show.
Yeah. And so I had to get it, but I didn't want to pay full price. So it finally got to a price where I was willing to pay for it. So now I can open it and take the figs out.
What are you going to do with the ship? Just sell it?
I will probably build it. Because at first I wasn't even sure if I wanted to build it.
Guys, this show is ridiculous. Go watch it. The actual ship in the show is cool. This build doesn't do it justice.
But I don't know. Maybe actually building it will. Because look.
I mean, if you open it up and make it look like it's landed versus flying, it's...
I don't know. We'll see. But as of right now, the whole purpose of this set was the minifigs.
Yeah.
Okay, so
because we actually saw this at a Zia Records one time, and they were selling. They had
ship for $80 and the figures for $80. So $160 is how they separated this out. This set retails for $129.99, so $130.
You could
they wanted over retail, and I was just like, "You're freaking ridiculous."
And that's how much those minifigs are worth, guys. $80.
Well, that's how much they had them priced at. I don't know if that's how much they're worth. Over time, sure, maybe, but it was a little ridiculous. So that's why that one's been on the watch list. Okay, so these are the October This is one of the GWPs that came out for October.
Are you going to keep it and selling it?
I didn't get the jack-o'-lantern one from last year.
Oh, it does.
Yes, the light, the eyes
brick included. Mm-hmm. Cool.
I don't think I would keep it, but I don't know. Because I didn't get the one from last year. Brickheads. These are also retiring, and they just came out recently. So one-piece brickheads. So I had to pick them up to,
Collection or resale?
Well, technically, my brickhead stuff is it's either or. Like, these I won't open right now and build, but down the road, if I really, it might make my collection of brickheads more valuable to have these because they're very short time on the shelf.
Got it.
These ones just came out, so I will be building these ones. Because I have 11 and the Demogorgon.
These are the first time ever being released? Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Yeah. So now these will go with my 11 and Demogorgon brickheads that I have down with my Stranger Things set, which Lego just, or one of the channels I follow, had just said there's potentially a new Lego Stranger Things set coming out, I think in January. So it's going to be interesting to see more Stranger Things coming from Lego. Then this was a set that's retiring, but this was also a set that was, I think, 30 or 40% off on the Lego website. I've wanted this set, which is, I know, kind of weird, but Minions and Gru and then just the house, but it was like, look at all the figs you get.
3, 6, 9 figures.
And
it's got all the main figures there.
So, but this will probably just sit up and be for a resale down the road. But this is another set that's retiring at the end of by the end of the year. So
you just hone in on good deals on retiring sets, and then you.
I try to get, when a set goes at, like, I didn't pay full retail for this. I didn't pay full. There are certain things that if there's potential, I'm not going to keep it. I'm not going to pay full retail for it. I'm going to wait for it to go on sale. If I'm not going to build it, which this past week to 2 weeks, I've been doing my modular builds. So I have finished the Jazz Club this week. I have finished the Tudor Corner this week. Well, yeah, and then I had done the Boutique Hotel. So I had taken all 3 of these modulars to start completing out my shelvings for my modulars. Oh, wait, actually, no. It was this one, that one, and no, it was the Birch books. And then right now it's also separated this one. This one goes attached to the bookstore. So right now...
And there's no room for it there in the corner?
No. So the way the IKEA Billy bookshelf corner unit is, it doesn't fit, the...
What if I just cut this out for you?
No, I'm good, thanks. It fits 2 full and like 1/2 right now, so...
So how many more modulars do you got?
I still have to do like the museum, and then there's some of the older ones, like the police station, the town hall, stuff like that. But for right now, the museum is one that I can go and still pick up like in store. It hasn't retired yet. The Boutique Hotel is supposed to be retiring at the end of this year, and I've already picked up a second one of those for resale down the road after,
All right, really cool. Well. Cool Lego pickups, babe. I'm so proud of you. You finally learned how to display your Legos. High five. You just have to acknowledge I was you just high five. I inspired you. High five.
No, you didn't.
High five. High five.
No. Not high-fiving you. Not high-fiving you.
All right, guys, we're back in the toy room, and if you can tell, it's fall. The sun isn't directly coming through the windows anymore because it's a little bit later in the day. It gets darker out, and not trying to affect a spooky feel, but this is just how it looks at this time of day. Now, I did promise you $1,000 worth of toys from a Goodwill. I did not clickbait you.
Oh.
And these are not it. Picked up Rebel Moon Funko Pops from Goodwill, and I picked up Korra. All right, so we picked up some Funko Pops from Goodwill. These were basically what I considered overstock, and I've always wanted these Funko Pops for Rebel Moon. I'm a fan of Rebel Moon. I know I promised you guys Star Wars last week, but I had my weeks off. It's next week we'll be talking about Star Wars. But with the absence of Star Wars, I feel like Rebel Moon kind of picks up that, or scratches that itch, that science fiction itch. I really enjoyed it. Not a lot of people did. They're not, you know, you're either a Zack Snyder fan or not. And regardless of what you think of Zack Snyder, I really thought Rebel Moon, especially the remastered version, when he was allowed to do what he wanted to do, was just a really good movie. It was just simple. It made you love the heroes and it made you hate the bad guys. Got you emotional and had a really good ending. So all I need now are Jimmy and Nemesis, which I actually have the action figures of, but not the Funko Pops.
And you need Atticus Noble.
These were about $15 at Target when they were released. And I was like, you know, I like Rebel Moon, but not $15. For $4.50 at Goodwill's for basically the same condition, I'm all in on Rebel Moon. So just 2 more to finish that collection. Now, the $1,000 worth of toys, guys. Yes, it happened. I went into a Goodwill during a break, door dashing. And we'd been there previous where we saw some Monster High dolls. And they all had them overpriced, like literally stuff that you could find at Ross for $15. They had it for $24. Stuff that they had at Target for $24. They had it at Goodwill for $24. You want to keep going back to see what else. Let's make sure it's all fleshed out. They don't do everything all at once, right? So if you see something, you go back day after day until it's all fleshed out to see what was actually there. So I went on a Friday, and lo and behold, this happened. All right. We have some collectible dolls here. Elsa, 1 of 5,000. Limited edition, 1 of 7,000. 1 of 6,800. 1 of 8,500. They're not bad priced, and they're in really good condition. Like, no damage to the boxes. So, let's see how much these resell for. Yeah, I'm trying to get out of here before somebody realizes what these are.
If you're a reseller, I'll probably help.
I am. I'm doing a toy show tomorrow, so.
Oh, nice.
Do you have film from when you did this?
Yeah. And here we go, guys. Doll number 1. These are 18-inch limited edition Disney Store dolls. This one is 1 of 6,800. And the boxes, the condition of these items were such that I jumped on them. Whoever had them, cherished them, and then just coughed them up to Goodwill. And the lady came out, and she couldn't carry all 4 of them. And when I saw the 2 standing there, she's like, I got more. And she goes, and I think these go for a couple $100 on eBay. So they knew what they went for. And she priced them at $24.49 each. So of course I gobbled them all up. I got my 20% off. And this one I have a price tag on, $250. That's doll number 1. Doll number 2 is Elsa, Snow Queen. This is the only one that had a little bit of box damage, but like nothing too extreme, not noticeable. I actually have $300 on this one according to eBay comps. Again, this is a 1 of 8,500. And they have like a nice little bow on the back. Very high quality packaging. Very high quality doll. I always threaten to keep these if she makes me angry. Here's doll number 3. We have Elsa. Limited edition, 1 of 5,000. Certificate of authenticity and display stands are included. So these are legit, right? You know, it's not just a doll. They put a certificate of authenticity in there.
This one has the price tag that this sold in the Disney store for 120 bucks.
So yeah, retail 120, and I think, what do we have on this one? 300 on this one. Because they're sold out. You can only get these on the secondary market. And last but not least, we have another Elsa, one of 7,000. She was $150 retail.
Canadian.
Oh, that's Canadian?
Yeah, US is up there. It's kind of hard to see. I think it's the same, 120.
Well, for you Canadians who watch, thank you for watching. And you had to pay 150 Canadian dollars for this. Again, excellent condition of the box, guys. There's the back. I picked all 4 of these up. I ran them to the checkout counter as fast as I could before a manager could yank them from me and say, oh, she mispriced them, because it happens. If a manager finds out that something isn't priced right, they will take it away from you and reprice it.
What's the price you have on this one? Did sticker fall off?
300.
Oh, okay.
So 300, 300, 300, 250. $1,150 worth of toys. Found at a Goodwill. $24.49 each. Got my 20% off, and I got my little tail out of there before the young lady would get in trouble. And guys, this is why you thrift. This is why you stop in, and this is why, you know, it's feast or famine right now. And we have a little famine, and we had a feast. So it happens, and you just have to keep grinding it out like we do, and you never know what's going to happen. And I can already hear you say, well, it's not $1,000 until you sell it. Well, don't worry, I'll sell them. Maybe not this year, but maybe next year. It's Frozen. It's an IP that girls love, and whoever coughed these up in 10 years are going to want these back, and they're going to be even more. So you don't have to hold on to them for 10 years. They'll be more money and more desirable. So with collectibles like this, I just got to have a place to find them, store them without getting damaged. But guys, thanks for joining this week. We have a toy show this week. We're gearing up for it, and we're going to be really busy. And we hope to see you at the Mesa Convention Center.
AZ ToyCon.
AZ ToyCon. Hey, what about you guys? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, I found some vintage early 2000s Fraggle Rock plush. Always check the plush. Let's see if these say Jim Henson on them. 2004. Look at this, 2004. 2004 Fraggle Rock. Grabbing these, hopefully. Oh, there's a third one. Oh, oh. They want to come home. They're so, oh, that's cool. All right, all right. Definitely grabbing these. This is an awesome score. Vintage Jim Henson. I guarantee you these are going to be about $10 to $15 a piece, but we're going to be keeping these at a Goodwill, and I noticed still has the Jim Hensons on it. And got these for $1.49. Had to brush them out. They were a little mangy. My wife collects Fraggle Rock, but she didn't like the look of the hair, so I just combed them out because it's yarn. You just comb the yarn out like the hair, and they have their little Fraggle Rock hair look. You right? And $1.49 each, and they're about $10 to $15 a piece. So $4.50 into about $40 was a pretty good deal. So I couldn't pass that up. And I didn't get these in the video. Sorry. You know what happens. There's the plush that's going to the toy show. But I guarantee you, these guys are going to go home with somebody on Saturday. Hope to see you there. Thank you all to the handful of new subscribers. I know Sports Illustrated wasn't the hottest topic, but thank you to those people who subscribed off of that video. It's a wide array of collectibles out there, and sometimes it's not the greatest or hottest, but it's still is very interesting and worth good money. All right, guys.
Learn something new every time.
If we have enough time,
this is what's sold.
And still got it. Sold this. Had it for 3 years. Still have it, guys. And $4.99 plus shipping on eBay. This I just couldn't let go because I knew this would be a cool little Halloween buy for somebody. 1998. And yeah, it sold today. Finally sold October 20th, 2025. And this is one of my oldest listings I have. But hey, you know, I don't do it for the money sometimes. I just do it because I'm like, somebody's going to want this. So last minute sell, we sold these Pirates of the Caribbean's Liar Dice for $12, $6 each for a set of 6. And sold it on eBay for $12. These are the kind of items I love out of bags from Goodwill. It's basically stuff that we've, you know, just save and make money off of. And it probably wasn't even what we were looking for in that bag. But in this case, these dice came with the medallions that I sold. So a big bag of, you know, Pirates of the Caribbean dice, the coins, and the cup shakers. And so far I sold the coins, I've sold the dice, and now all I have left are the cup shakers. And so I'm going to say out of that $10 bag, we're probably $100 profit on that so far. All right, we sold Friday the 13th on 3D and Night of the Living Dead on 3D. And these are cool because they actually come with 3D glasses inside. Sold those on Mercari to a first-time Mercari buyer for $22.50. Some older listings are finally going, so we're gearing up for a flea market. Shirts are over there, and I just sold a shirt, Captain America large, for $8 on eBay, so not bad. It's been a busy day, guys. Just finally took a shower after some toy hunting and work today. These were super hot. I had 2 watchers on eBay, 15 views. I had 4 likes on Mercari, and the person who bought these originally sent me an offer for 24, and I was busy doing an Instagram post, and within like 3 minutes they just went ahead and bought it for full price. They didn't want to wait. Condition, couple loose seams just from age, and I could have probably got 40 without those, but as is, guys, just these 2 little plush, $30 on Mercari, which means that's a full $30, no seller fees. Also today, don't have record of it, but somebody came by to pick up a DVD VCR combo, but they, upon arriving, said they only needed the VCR. And once I just established the fact that they just were using it in processing old VHS to DVDs using a converter or whatever process they use, and I get this a lot, I ended up just selling him an RCA VCR that I had on the floor waiting for a controller for $40 cash, because he was going to spend $75 on the VCR DVD combo. And I said, hey, I'll just sell you the RCA for $40. It's been tested. It works. It's clean. It's all that you need. He didn't even need a remote for it, because the guys that do that conversion from VHS to DVD, all they need is a player. And so another happy customer. So I had today $97 in sales, and they were all on Mercari, so no seller fees, right? So 40 on Facebook Marketplace, cash, 27 for the Playmobil, and then 30 for the plush. It was a pretty good day of sales. So
Plus the one on eBay this morning.
And I sold a DVD set on eBay for $5, but all of that meant one thing. And we finally picked up the black and white NECA striped suit Beetlejuice to go with our Target, and now we have the Walmart version of the Beetlejuice. We'll put him right up here. Ta-da! All right, it was in the second bin. But it's just these little caveman. It's these little caveman Imaginext guys, and some parts and pieces from their dinosaurs, like the seats and the thrones that would go on their little dinosaur parts. So this little lot, guys, here went for $27 on Mercari. All right, we sold some G.I. Joe, and it's pretty easy because I just listed them yesterday. And the first bag is going to be a bundle that I put together. These are all incomplete, so I just bundled them together. This bag here, and then these are the 30th anniversary Joes. 30th anniversary Joes. Two Cobra Vipers together. All right, you can't see this, but this is an Alley Viper, 30th anniversary Alley Viper versus the 25th anniversary. 30th is red, 25th is orange and blue. So these G.I. Joe figures sold internationally for $69.97, all going to the same buyer. All right. This is pretty easy. I bought all these CDs from Goodwill at once. This is all you found?
Power Rangers.
Okay.
Thermos.
Okay.
And an American Girl doll, Samantha.
And that means something to you?
Yes, I used to read these books, but this is a $50 to $100 doll.
Okay. All right. Hello, $100 bill.
And little Pyrex creamer and a Fire King.
Look what I found. So I got a big stack of Good Charlotte and Blink 182 and Boxcar Racer. This is probably going to be about 20 bucks. Got the My Chemical Romance, that's like 10 to 15, and then the Blink 182 is probably going to be like a $30 to $40 haul. So there's about $40 to $50 worth of CDs here. And they all have sold except this single Blink 182. The Blink 182 you've already seen. Oh, let me just get this out. All right, so 90s rock, guys. If you find 90s rock, Good Charlotte sold, 5% offer, $23.74. I got these $1 a piece, so you're looking at $4 into about $23.74 minus, I got these 20% off, so more like 79 cents. 79 cents a piece into $23.74, and you've already seen the Blink 182 go. So basically, like a $10 purchase, I turned into about 50, 60 bucks. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next week at the Arizona Toy Con. Before I close up shop for the night, my wife surprised me with a Smith's Louder Than Bombs LP. 2 LPs. This was my 80s right here. She got this off of Amazon. I don't know. She just had just surprised me with this, and was listening to the other day, and man, some great emo times. Am I right, guys? If you guys know anything about the 80s and the Smiths, you had your punk rock and you had your emos and your new wave. I was a little mixture of new wave and emo. What were you? See ya.
Bye.
Bye.